home. Talk us through what exactly happened on that night.
It is something that happened in my head. I expected to meet such situation for several months since the first attempt to abduct me was 6 months ago. There was a car coming very speedy behind me. I let them go. Instead of going, more than 6 people came out of that car and attacked me and they said they are police. I started fighting back and they handcuffed me. Immediately they started beating me, and one of them was telling me, "You have been running here and there. Now it's your time, it's your day, it's your last day."
Africa World Hour with Mpho Tole. Catch it on the Channel Africa app, SABC Plus, and on channelafrica.co.za. Weekdays from 9 till 10 p.m. Central African Time. The Good Life, No Catch, The Upside with Ntshongwana and Ntsako Mhlanga.
20 after 3, this is The Upside. We're about to chat to Angela Yeung, who is the entrepreneur and philanthropist who summited Mount Everest, and not only did that, collected bras along the way to empower young women. Angela Yeung, welcome to The Upside. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I feel like we should make you the unofficial minister of women, hey? Because honestly, to number one, risk your life. Because I've seen some videos about that summit to Everest. We see people's unalived bodies there, people using them as markers. So not only did you experience that trauma, but you put your body through so much for such a cause. When did all of this start for you?
It's just actually having a very difficult childhood that I can relate to a lot of girls' problems. And I had the opportunity to actually climb for Caring for Girls with Track for Mandela. And that's actually the turning point. And climbing for girls, they cannot afford sanitary pads and missing school 50 days a year. That's really just started this whole journey of climbing and climbing for a cause, climbing for humanity. And when I gave out the sanitary pads, and one of the girls says to me, "Auntie Angela, next time when you come, please bring us some bras." Then I realized they're not wearing a bra. That perpetrators see that as an invitation of sexual attention. And that year, there was 2,700 women died from gender-based violence. Then I said to myself, okay, so maybe I only need to collect 2,700 bras to commemorate those women. But we came back with 6,200. That's how I started to climb in the Himalayas, 6,200 meters.
Oh, that's powerful. Angela, you are changing young women's lives. It's such a powerful trek that you are on. And we're super grateful that you are able to do this and you're being so selfless. How has this changed your perspective and your life? What has been, the character shift for you? What have you seen and what have you had to go through?
It's really just humbled me a lot. I think we take a lot of things for granted, like the bras. And then recently, after I climbed for 8,840 meters, and every meters that I collect one bras. And then we went to go to the GBV shelters and realized the girls say to me, they were so excited just to see the bras. And I think those are the things that we take it for granted. And they say to me, actually now we actually need panties, So the next climb I'm climbing for panties for them. So like a lot of things have actually changed me because I've never liked outdoor, but because when you have a goal, you have a visions and your body react, that it's very powerful. That's also for me to empower other women. You can go out there and doing something that's just humongous and could actually scare you. But you can dream big.
So you said you are climbing for ladies' underwears now. What is the goal with that number? Because I think more than anything, something like this, you can't do it by yourself. You know, you need us girls to rally, even the guys, you know, to rally and really show solidarity with combating. We're going to call it period poverty for now, because it's, of course, a
Yes.
blanket term to kind of speak about just a woman's sanitary environment.
Absolutely, we need help. And, I don't have a number right now, but I will be climbing a 6,000 meters again, the highest peak of Europe. It's going to be in Russia. And we would really like to levy all the people around us to be able just to put 100 rand, and we can get like new panties and new underwears for them, and just something that everybody can just do little, from all over. Like today, that I'm going to be speaking at Workshop 17 for a workshop, and everybody who comes in just for 100 rand, and then that 100 rand we were contributing to those underwears.
Yeah. Angela, sorry, and I'm asking this because I know that there are people who want to rally behind you. When you say 100 rand, is it 100 rand per underwear, or can someone just come in with a batch to assist and then, we take it?
Yes, it has to be new. Yeah, we have to, for underwear, it's very sensitive. We really need to have new underwear.
Sure.
Like the bras, we actually collect a lot of loved bras. But this, we really need to have the new ones. So I think 100 rand, you can almost get 3 pairs of underwears.
So, Angela, you said you're going to be climbing in Russia next, right? And that means terrible weather conditions. It's just going to be a really tough climb. How do you prepare for each individual climb from a physical and mental perspective? Because you're fighting the elements, but you're also fighting your body at some point. How do you actually prepare yourself for this climb?
I think this is a very good question, because every single mountains, they are very different. Like, especially, going to somewhere that I've never been before, you really need to do a lot of research. And for myself, preparation is very important, from making sure we're bringing the right gears, and mentally, like you ask, the mental behind it, what is your why? And that is a big element of climbing. If you didn't know your why, your body wouldn't even do any work. You wouldn't want it to actually do any training. That's why knowing your why, it's a big thing.
Sure. Angela, there's a lady right now who is paddling or rowing between California and Hawaii. She's trying to be the first woman to ever do so. And she's tracking and documenting her story online. Is there any chance that we can follow your journey online in terms of you summiting, your next peak? How do we follow along with this process and you being in Russia climbing day by day?
Yes, so you can actually follow my social media. It's called Impilo, IMPILO, and also on our website, impilofoundation.org, that you can follow the journey of my climb and also get to know the numbers that we are raising.
Sure.
That's where you can get all the information from.
Oh, Angela, you are such a rock star. It's one thing to be motivated by self and kind of goals, but you're saying you're doing it for the young girls, you're doing it for their health, and I don't think there's anything more noble than that. That's why I'm putting your name down, our unofficial Minister of Women, Angela Yeung. Thank you so much for joining us on The Upside.
Thank you.
What an absolute rock star. Thank you, Angela. So many incredible women, like I mentioned in that last question, just people doing things for other people and for noble causes outside of themselves, because what does she benefit from this? Nothing.
If anything, she risks her life.
Exactly. That's my chat. So yeah, shout out to all the Angelas in the world, because wow, literally.
Meanwhile, when are you struggling to climb out of bed? People are climbing mountains, my darling.
I feel attacked. It's 3:30. Let's go to sport. Zycon.
Sport.